going on, everybody? Happy day, Mike. There we go. Good to see you. Well, we have only 5 viewers right now. They're still coming in. It's Wednesday, November 24th. We're live. I just got my text message here. Boom. There we go. And if you are just tuning in with us, let us know in the comments, where are you tuning in from? We've got an awesome guest. As always, we go live every Monday through Friday. Rory, doing well. Good to see you in here. I'm not sure how to pronounce this. Vernalisi. I think I got that right. What's up? Good morning. Let us know where you're tuning in from. We've got every single Monday through Friday at 10 a.m. Eastern. We do these live. I literally got into the room and was like, Jerome, let's go live. And then I had to fix my hair a little bit, and then we're here. So we've got a great show planned for you today. We'll be here again tomorrow. We have a episode for you tomorrow as well, on Thanksgiving morning, when all of you are just chilling, sitting around the TV doing nothing. So let's bring in our guest for the day. Jerome, what's happening?
Hey, how's it going?
I'm good. So you're up in New York, right?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Right on. What part? Actually, New York City?
Yeah, New York City.
Cool. Right
Grew up
on.
in the Bronx, but I'm moving to Jersey soon.
Cool. All right. So bring us into your world a little bit. Tell us a little bit about your working as a mechanic. You've got lots of things. I mean, you work a lot.
Yeah.
You said you work 60 to 70 hours a week. You work a lot. And tell us a little bit about that and what led you to looking online for something like Legendary, and what was that journey like?
All right. Well, I work in a power plant at a university, so we essentially provide all the heating and cooling for the entire campus.
Okay.
And then what got me started with looking to make money online was like a few years ago. I was promised a promotion, and the promotion never came through. So I was just like really upset and hurt by it, because, I really believed them. And then I told myself that I don't want to rely on somebody else's words to benefit my family in the future. So I figured I had to start my online journey and find a way to make my own money without having to rely on somebody else's promises.
Dang, that's deep.
Yeah.
So, man, I hate that, man. I'm such an upward growth person that I've had that happen. Not exactly promised a promotion, but in my life, I've had similar things like that, where it's like, yeah, for me, it wasn't as much in your case, getting promised a promotion. Mine was more like there was just no more upward motion. It was just like, that's just what it was, which sucked. So, and it led me out of jobs that, I think a lot of other people could have been happy or satisfied with, it wasn't going to be that thing. So you started looking online, and I was kind of taking a look back, and I was just kind of checking out, what you've been up to and everything like that. So when did you find Legendary, and how did you stumble upon us? How did you find us, basically?
Honestly, I found Legendary a few years ago.
Okay.
And I just struggled with the whole affiliate marketing side. So I was like, all right, this isn't for me. And then I came back to it about, I'd say 2 months ago. And then I saw your training about TikTok, and I was like, oh, let me give it a shot.
Okay.
And then it just started working for me.
Wow. Interesting. So you found us you said 2 years ago?
Yeah. When I first started looking to make money online.
That's crazy, man. So you probably bought our training, maybe hit the challenge or something. And what recently, was it the whole getting promised a promotion thing, or what recently sparked you to kind of just come back and log in?
I think it was either TikTok or YouTube, and I saw somebody talking about it, and I was like, you know what? Let me give it another shot. What do I have to lose? And then your training came on, and I was like, all right, TikTok's a new platform. It's really popular right now. What do I have to lose? I just gave it a shot.
Yeah. Wow, dude, that's so crazy. Oh man, TikTok is such a powerful platform, but it is cool to see people who, started back in 2019. And because a lot of times, so there's an interesting takeaway of, for me at least, of like in this industry, for us who do training, what we see is a lot of people come in, they start something and they never finish, right?
Yeah.
And the short term like mentality there is to write those people off as losers or tire kickers or whatever. And it's like, which a lot of people who are newer in this industry do, and they'll say that about people. But over the last, I don't know, 5 to 10 years that I've been in this industry, I've had to learn and grow and evolve. And it's because of stories like that. It's because of people who start something and it's just not the right time and it's not the right place and something doesn't click, and that's okay. And I think that people too often jump to this, oh, you're just shiny object syndrome, tire kicker, and they jump into all of these assumptions about people. But the truth is here you are 2 years later and making money with an online business. And you just, I don't know, maybe you needed that time. Maybe you didn't. I don't know. Who knows? But here you are. And I think for a lot of people, that's an inspirational story in and of itself, just in that people need to give themselves permission to do this at their own speed, in their own way, at their own pace, not be pushed or forced, or you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no, I totally get it.
What do you feel like anything's different now versus 2 years ago?
I'm not afraid to be like on camera anymore. Like I would say like
Two
that's the
years ago
biggest
would you
thing.
2 years ago you would have been like terrified, or
Yeah, like I didn't want to be on camera. I tried to do like a blog and like that didn't work out for me. Then I was like, oh, maybe I can try YouTube. And every time I try to start with YouTube, like just something was holding me back. And I guess I just grew as a person over those 2 years. And I was like, you know what? I got to try it. This is my career. Like I enjoy my career, but it's not something that I want to do like forever.
Yeah.
So
Yes.
if I can stop being afraid and try something new that can eventually like free me of it, then it's worth the risk.
Ooh, I love that. I love that. And do you feel like, you said I'm not scared to be on camera anymore. Well, let's take that a layer deeper. Do you feel like something internally shifted and made you that way, or what do you feel like happened?
Um, Honestly, I'm not really sure. I started making like a couple TikTok videos, and I would constantly go back and forth. Oh, I don't like this. It's not perfect. It's not perfect. It's not perfect. And I realized like I've been going for weeks and I haven't posted anything because it's not perfect. And like nothing is going to be perfect. So I make a video. If I like 90% of it, I'll post it. Like I got to stop like holding myself back.
Yeah. So you've got what now? 28,000 ish followers, and I mean, how did you do that? How did you manage 28,000 followers? A pretty short amount of time, right? You haven't been on TikTok that long.
Yeah, it's been about 2 months, but it's just
Jeez.
a lot of posting, and I try to be consistent. I mean, sometimes I get caught up with work where I don't post for a while, but when I get a chance, I try to post at least 2 or 3 videos, or on my days off, I'll try to make maybe like 9 or 12 drafts and then try to post them throughout the day while I'm at work to just have something keep going in the system.
It's a really savvy, that's a really savvy approach. I know lots of affiliates and affiliate marketers who will do that, or content creators. You'll know it because you'll see them in the same outfit in like 5 straight videos.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But there's also like this interesting strategy behind that too, is like sometimes people will wear similar outfits, like a tank top or like a long sleeve or like a certain color. And it's really interesting because a lot of times people will see it and they'll know, like, or they'll have the same background, right? Like a really bright color background or something like that.
Yeah.
Not everybody, but like there's this affiliate marketer, Sarah Ravel, who she would do videos just in her living room, and she had always had the same camera angle and everything from her living room. So every time, like, you're like, I know that living room, which feels a bit weird, right? Like inviting people into your living room, but it was just like she was just like in PJs or just like casual clothes, and it was just like she would just come in and like make videos or whatever. She was actually our fastest ever to get to 6 figures doing that.
Oh wow.
Yeah. Crazy to think, that it's insane to think. So you saw my training on creating videos. Like, are you talking about like how to create how-to style videos?
Yeah, the how-to style videos, and I
Yeah.
also watched the 15-second leads training.
Yeah, good training.
Yeah, that was the one that like got me started.
Cool. Yeah, because that one is a bit more just straightforward. Like, here's exactly what to start doing. The crazy part about that, and a lot of people don't believe me, but the crazy part about that is that whole idea and a lot of that strategy and everything, um, that that training started. I mean, we started that training so long ago. Like, our community has been on TikTok for at least 2 years, and most other companies are just now discovering TikTok, which is crazy. And a lot of them
Wow.
still aren't even on there, right? It's like, yeah, you got to be on Facebook, you got to be on Instagram. But I mean, the amount of growth that could happen for companies on TikTok is insane. Um, so you started creating some how-to videos. I'm curious, have you ever tried going live?
No, that's something I haven't tried yet, which is I feel like that would be the next step to taking it to the next level, because I follow some content creators on TikTok, and they say
Yep.
what you should do is like post a video and then go live right after. And for some reason that
Mhm.
helps with the algorithm and getting more people to see you. So that's something I got to try.
Listen, I'm going to drop a huge gold nugget. And a big part of my job and what I do at Legendary is I literally, I just observe. So I observe, I pull in lots and lots of information, and then I try to figure out trends and patterns. So one of the trends and patterns that I found, and by the way, in our back office, I put in a new training underneath the original one about how to get started on TikTok. There's another one. This one focuses a little bit on how to go live. So make sure to watch that. I
Okay.
just dropped it in there. But uh, the if I go and look at specifically at affiliates who have done massive amounts in sales in a fast amount of time, not just growth on Instagram, not on TikTok or Instagram for that matter, but also converting all of those followers into purchases. They're people who are going live, right? So Sarah was one of the fastest ever. She would go live daily. Calvin Hill. I don't know if you've seen him, Power of
Yeah.
Publish on TikTok. Man
Hmm.
goes live all the time, and he's just out there ranting and raving about crypto and stocks and
Yeah.
bull markets and bear markets and all this stuff. Get into Sandbox and this isn't financial advice. And it's good stuff though. But the big takeaway there and you know what he does is he's really smart. He ties it back, right? He ties it all back and says, hey, look, you got to be ready for a bear market. So what he says is you got to be ready for a bear market. When the bear market comes, are you going to have money set aside? You going to be ready? Because that's when people become rich, is they invest in bear markets. When the market's down, that's when you should be buying. So he talks about all these trends, but what he's doing is he's tapping into what people are already thinking about, right? So a lot of times people will go on lives and they'll just sit there and rant about affiliate market, like buy my course. But
Yeah.
he spends an hour and a half talking about crypto and stocks and things that people are like, it's so viral in our culture already that people are just like, they're ready to rock. They're already pumped about this. They want to know about all these different, tell me about XRP, tell me about Sandbox, tell me about should I invest in Apple and all this stuff, right? And then he goes, you got to be able to invest in bear markets. Guess what? You need to learn a side hustle so you can make some money, and you can do that online. Check this out. And then he points people to our training. This dude does so many sales, it's crazy, but he builds and builds and builds, and he goes live a lot. same thing with Ian McClure. Ian is the entrepreneur guy on TikTok, and he goes live for a couple hours daily for, he calls it coffee time. And he
Oh,
just
wow.
chats with people, levels with people. And the amount of front end sales that come from that are nuts, mind boggling. And so as I identify these kinds of things, I have a couple takeaways. One is you can get this fast growth and the sales will come in, but they will come in at a much more rapid rate. And I mean much more when somebody actually goes in and they go live, and they go live regularly. It's a big thing.
Okay.
That makes
So
sense.
I'll try to incorporate that.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I feel like one thing that I would do is maybe try to carve out to start 30 to 60 minutes, and you got to commit to it, because I've started recommending this to people and they get weirded out when they go live, right? So it's kind of like, remember back in 2019 when you were like scared to go on video?
Yeah.
It's a different realm, right? So a lot of people then come in and they're scared to go on video. They're scared to go live. They're okay now with posting videos, but now live is like, oh my gosh, like you're on the spot a little bit, right? And people think,
Yeah.
oh my gosh, I'm gonna like have to answer questions and I'm gonna have to know everything. The truth is, you don't have to know everything. But people come back to me and what they say is, they're like, okay, like I tried going live 2 or 3 times and then I just stopped because it was just like, it's too much. But I think that people need to, when they're trying that out and going live, they need to commit to going live, right? So here's a good strategy. You had a video that went to 1.1 million views. You had another one, 297,000 views, and you've got many of them that have gone over 10,000 views. So one little trick for you is, when you post those types of videos, side hustle videos or how-to videos, right? Those are intended to get your followers to go up, right? I need more
Yeah.
views. I need more engagement. I need more followers. So whoever told you going live right after posting is right. But ideally, you go live after posting a video as it's starting to take off, right? So you post a video and you're like, damn, we're at like 5,000 views already. You can tell now at this point when those videos are taking off, right?
Mm-hmm.
So when those start to take off, you go in and hit live, because now new people, you're on the For You page. People are discovering your channel. They're like, whoa, this is cool. Boom. I'm going to tap on his profile. Oh my God, this guy's live. Let's check this out. Right. See,
Okay.
now you've got, like, you give them a little dose. It's like a little tiny, it's like a micro dose. And now you're giving them the whole thing in a live. Right now they're like, oh my gosh, I had no clue who you are. It's like a what's the thing Elon Musk is, this the hyperloop, where you can like get in there and it'll take your car from like LA to San Francisco in like an hour or something.
Yeah.
It's like the hyperloop from going from cold traffic to hot traffic, right? You can get on their For You page. They're cold. You warm them up through the quick little video. Maybe they watch 1 or 2 other ones, and then they see that you're live, and then poof, here we go. I'm ready to buy. And
Gotcha.
I see this over and over and over again. But I think the main thing is getting, at least like 2 to 3 weeks of consistent. It takes 21 days to build a habit, so people say, but a couple weeks of doing, at least 15 to 30 minutes just to get used to it, right? Just to be like, hey, just popping on. How's it going, everybody? I want to talk about XYZ, right? I want to talk about, and I wouldn't get into nuts and bolts of like, here's how to set up your funnel, right? I wouldn't do that. I would just talk about how the power of the internet has opened up the capacity for people to start online businesses, and the opportunity is bigger and better than ever. And here's how to get started, right? People ask you, how do I get started? Here's exactly how you get started, right? And do more of that, but give value, give value, give value. Hey, there's a link in my bio. Give value, give value, give value. Go to the link in my bio, right?
Yeah.
So anyway, I don't know how I got into this rant about going live, but I just, it's just something that, I feel like I'm lucky to see and be able to identify trends, because I see things at a very big level, both in our company and industry wide. And I see what's working and I see what's not working. And going live, man, is something I've seen that has worked better than anything else. Now, you still have to get the followers. You still have to get the traffic. You still have to create how-to videos to get your followers up, but those aren't the end-all be-all. The end-all be-all is you go live or you create a lot of video content that's more story-based and intros people into you and your journey and helps build your brand. That's how you convert people. But some people try to just convert people. Some people try to just get the followers. But you've got to combine those two strategies. Going live is probably the best way to do that. Do you have any thoughts or feedback on that?
No, I think you're right, because there's this other guy that I've seen that he also promotes Legendary, like Paul Liv Francis, and almost every day that I log on, I see that he's live. Then I see even.
By the way, he just
Lori.
went platinum with us. He just Paul just went platinum with us.
Oh wow!
Yeah, he's been killing it for a long time. He's a beast.
Yeah, so definitely, like, what you're saying is the truth. 'Cause I see it myself.
It's a secret sauce. For sure, it's a secret sauce. So when you're coming up with content ideas, tell people who are here, what kind of stuff do you do to get content ideas? What do you find in terms of engagement and people responding to you and stuff? What's been some of your best content in terms of building relationships, building your brand? What have you found works? What doesn't work?
What I see is that people like the origin story. I've been getting like a decent amount of content, like comments on that. So like people just want to know like where you started and how you got started. So then they can kind of see that like where I'm a normal person just like they are. So I feel like that kind of like brings in it lessens the barrier where like people don't feel like it's an anomaly to make money online. Like I'm just a regular guy. So I feel like people like that.
Yeah, I agree so much with that. And that's a big piece about like why when we do these lives, I'm always constantly talking about like what did people do for jobs or what do they do for jobs currently, and we talk a lot about that because it identifies people with something that they know. Otherwise, it's like it's just a bunch of people out there in some outer space internet world who found a magical potion to make money online.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I mean? And for me, I like to know that somebody's a mechanic. I want to know somebody's an engineer or a plumber. I want to know somebody's a sales guy. Like I want to know that person is struggling with the same things I am and is having the same. Hang on one second. My dog's going absolutely crazy. Anyways, I want to know that they've been through the same stuff that I've been through, because it really does break down this barrier of trust a lot. You know what I'm saying? What in your world, in your life and everything, what do you feel like has been most impactful? You talked about the 15-second free leads. Do you strategize with other people? Do you just watch other people's content and get ideas? How are you coming up with content ideas?
Yeah, it's mostly like watching other people's videos and then seeing how I can put my own spin on it.
Figuring out ways to leverage a result that somebody else has got in your own voice, in your own tone, with your own style. Yeah.
Because sometimes
go ahead.
Sometimes I've seen that like we can both say the same message, but there are certain things that somebody will like about the other person more, that they can resonate with that person better.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. I kind of feel the same way. That's what I teach. And I think that people in some ways have misunderstood what I mean by that. Some people are like, oh, you just want people to copy videos. Well, not really. The point is that you find a specific like set structure of a video and how it goes and how it runs. But also, thankfully, TikTok's algorithm is pretty predictable. Like TikTok's algorithm, if one person creates a video and it goes viral, there's a decent chance that if somebody creates something similar with a similar headline or even a headline that has even just some resemblance to it, it's going to go viral too. It happens. That's how it works. So for the most part, I think that people going out and the way that that gets misconstrued, I think, is when people just do that only, right? And
Yeah.
they approach this and look at this as just a cookie cutter. Okay, that's the answer. I just have to do that only, and I'll be good. But it's more complicated than that, right? I mean, you're running a business, and some people just think that it's just like, oh, just create one video and I'm going to be rich. Um, it just doesn't work that way. There's a lot of consistency over time that goes into it. There's people like Paul. He's a great example, dude. Paul has been going at this for a long time, and he grinds harder than most people. And there's no question why he can make a full-time income online. It's because the dude wakes up every day and just gets after it. He just goes, and he goes hard. And I think that people are misunderstanding the amount of work. But like, seriously, how many hours a day does this take you?
Honestly, if I'm really focused, I can do it like an hour a day.
Totally. Totally. An hour, maybe two a day.
Yeah.
So I talk about grinding and hustling and all this stuff, but it's not like I'm talking about 10 hours a day. I'm just talking about like, hey, just focus, find a couple video ideas, create them, get them posted, and move on with your life.
Yeah,
And I think that
exactly.
that's a really powerful message. I think that a lot of people need to hear that, hey, this is doable. This is possible. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I mean, I work like 60 hours a week and I'm still making content. Like,
Yeah, of course. And doing it really well. I mean, look, it's not easy to get 10,000. It's not easy to get 1,000. It's not easy to get 10,000 followers. It's definitely not easy to be pushing 30,000 followers. So, you've done a few things really, really well. And I feel like honestly, I just feel like you're just getting started. So I'm excited to see what's coming next for you. For anybody who's here, right? So maybe they've tried different things online. Maybe 2 years ago they bought some challenge and didn't do anything with it. What would you say to those people who are just getting started? They're about to hit post on TikTok. They're worried. They're nervous. What would you say to those people?
just get out and do it. Like, you'll get over being afraid. My first few videos, I was terrified, and now I don't think twice about posting. Like, you get used to it. Like, even before I came live with Matt, I was nervous, and now I'm perfectly calm. So you'll get used to it.
Cool. I love it. And I feel like that's so true, man. I just, we do this weird thing. I'll close with this. We do this weird thing, right? Where we sit and we worry about what people are going to think or say to us. Or what if, Aunt Larry or Uncle Larry sees this, or, whatever, my aunt or uncle or grandpa or grandma or my kids or whatever. And then what happens is, and I used to worry about that 10 years ago. I really worried about that.
Yeah.
It's a little better on TikTok because on TikTok, you can actually get displayed throughout the whole nation. But like before that whole algorithm hit, it was just like you had to post on Facebook and hope your friends shared it. And so it was like, there's no way to do this other than just like you're chatting with your friends and family. But I think, in the world of, and I used to do this 10 years ago and I used to worry. But now here I am 10 years later, and I want to just assure everybody, like, it doesn't matter. Like, no one cares. Only you care. Like, your friends, family, even if they were to see everything, all your videos and make fun of you and laugh, like, you look 10 years down the road and none of it matters. And all the fake stories that you're telling yourself in your head about, oh my gosh, what would happen? All this fear that you've got built up, it won't matter. It probably won't matter in 10 minutes. It for
Yep.
sure won't matter in 10 months. And it definitely will not matter in 10 years. That's for sure. And even if it did matter in 10 years, it won't matter when you're in the grave, because that's where we're all going, right? So this whole like weird fear thing just doesn't make any sense. It doesn't serve anybody. So anyway, I love the message, Jerome. Hey, we would love to hear back from you in a couple months. Let us know how things are going. Check out that new training too. Go live. Let me know how that goes.
Yeah, definitely
And
will.
you would be a great personality on a TikTok live. Like I can get this sense from you like you have sort of the juice that you need to get, to hop on live and just spitball with people. I can already sense it. You should do it. It would serve people really well. Your followers would love it. And I think you'd kill it. So I would, watch Power of Publish, watch Paul, watch Ian, watch some of those guys and watch what they do on their lives. I mean, watch how they go about it, really study them, listen to them. If you're at work, put in an AirPod and listen to their lives and really feel how they do that. There's so many secrets you can take away and apply it in your own lives, and you'll kill it, dude. You will kill it.
Thank you, Matt. I appreciate it. I'll definitely try it.
All right. And we'd love to have you back on in a couple months. So let's get things rocking and rolling and keep them going. And we'd love to have you back.
Definitely. Thank you, Matt. Appreciate it.
See you, Jerome. All right, guys, we'll be back here again, same time, same place tomorrow. Okay, tomorrow. Now, I'm going to give you a full disclosure. Tomorrow, we are going to be live on Facebook, but as you'll see on the video, we did pre-record it a couple days in advance because we don't want to have to go live while we're eating, while Dave's eating endless turkey bites with his family or whatever, mashed potato stuff in his face. So we pre-recorded that one yesterday, and we'll go live with it tomorrow. And as you'll see tomorrow, the beautiful part about going live on the internet and having an internet business is you can be with friends and family. You can be hanging with your kid in the backyard. You can be doing whatever you want to do, and you can still go live. Last piece is go follow Jerome on his TikTok right here. You can follow him, Jerome the Affiliate. Screen grab that. I'll also put it in the comments here. Jerome the Affiliate. You can go follow him on TikTok. Go check him out. He's doing a really great job. He's killing it. And hope you all have a happy Thanksgiving. We'll see you back here tomorrow, 10 a.m. Eastern. We'll see you Friday as well. Dave is not going to have a turkey drumstick in his mouth, unfortunately. Although, who knows? Who knows? We'll see. All right, guys. Take it easy. Go follow Jerome the Affiliate on TikTok. Go find him right now. Let him know you saw him on Wake Up Legendary. We'll see you guys all back here tomorrow. Peace out.